CSE 571, Overview of Artificial Intelligence. Today, we're going to talk about what is artificial intelligence, what are the goals of artificial intelligence, and what are the applications of artificial intelligence in our everyday life. Let's take a look at a history of AI. In 1950, Alan Turing introduced his Computing Machinery and Intelligence paper, which talks about the famous Turing test that you must have heard about. In 1956, the Dartmouth Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence started as a workshop and only 10 attendees came. Then the phenomenon of AI started to get bigger and bigger until in 1966 the AI winter happened. And by AI winter we mean that the funding started to diminish in the field of AI and people started to get upset while AI could not solve the real-world problems. From 1987 till present, because of the increased capabilities in hardware, we started to look at the statistical approaches more, and then we started to use neural networks more. And we started to use GPU as an acceleration for backpropagation. So what can AI do now? Let's think about what are these different tasks is AI capable of. For instance, do you think AI can play chess? I'm sure all of you guys seen AI can play chess. AI can also drive safely. We have seen AI that can play tennis. The link is in the additional reading. But AI cannot prove a mathematical theorem. Also, AI cannot make a 1-hour conversation with a human while the human thinks that the other side is a human. But AI can translate spoken Japanese or English to Japanese and vice versa in real time, which is fascinating. So what are the goals of AI? In order to answer this question, we have to classify different fields that AI has major contribution in. First, we have to think about knowledge representation and reasoning. And in this field, where AI tries to use natural language processing to communicate and transmit information and data. So basically, thinking about data instead of collecting and gathering information from the data. In machine learning, we are trying to make the machine to predict different situations which the machine has not been programmed for. In computer vision, we are trying to get different faces and different people identified based on the image that we have. In automated planning and scheduling, which robotics is one of the most famous applications, we are having a sequential problem that we are trying to answer and find an optimal situation, an optimal goal using a machine, using an agent. And eventually, we're trying to have an artificial general intelligence which can experience cognition and understanding of different problems and also can transfer problems from one area to another area. As John McCarthy says, the best hope for human-level AI is a logical AI, is what we can call formalizing common sense knowledge and reasoning in mathematical logic. So now that we have talked a lot about goals of AI and history of AI, let's think about what is AI. Well, there are a lot of definitions that talk about AI in general. But I think this definition is one of the best and general definitions of AI, is to basically study the intelligent behavior achieved through computational means. When we're talking about intelligent behavior, we're thinking about humans, thinking like humans or acting like humans. When we think about computational means, we think about acting rationally and thinking rationally. There are different tests that we can say an agent is an intelligent agent or not. You must have heard about Alan Turing's famous test. Here I'm going to talk about a different famous test, coffee test introduced by Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak. where the robot can enter an average American house, make coffee, and push proper buttons, find the mug, find the beans, and bring coffee to humans. Now let's look at different fields of AI and applications of AI. In natural language understanding, as also we said before, we're trying to advance speech technologies, language processing, translating from one language to another language in the real time. And also we're trying to do semantic web searches. Basically, so that the web search Let's take a look at AI fields and AI applications. In natural language understanding, we're trying to advance speech technologies and do language processing more in real time. Also in web searches, we're trying to do semantic web searching such that the search agent actually knows the meaning behind the words put into the search agent. In car driving, we're trying to get to the level of autonomous driving while the human can delegate a task of driving to complete autonomous robot. And also in game playing, which we see a lot of examples today, we're trying to make the agent play different games such as Atari games, chess, Go, and also StarCraft recently. In robotics, we're thinking about advancing decision making and how the agent can make decisions in a partially observable environment. In vision, we're trying to understand how different faces and how different pictures associate with different faces and different people based on their mood. And also in robotics, we're trying to use decision making in order to make humans be aware of better decisions that they can make. Today, we talked about definitions of AI. We take a small look at the history of AI. We saw what AI is capable of and not capable of. We thought a little bit of goals of AI and also AI applications in different fields. Thank you so much.